Good afternoon. My name is Frank Reispus, class of 45, longtime teacher at the school, and a true believer in the Jesuit mission of education. Much like when I graduated, young people are continuing to receive an outstanding education at St. Ignatius College Prep. There are currently more than 1,350 young men and women at the school being inspired by the same Catholic teachings that provided you with the educational and moral foundations that make you who you are today. Alumni faculty members like Jim Lutzy, Ray Heisler are still in the classrooms, guiding new students in math and Latin, just as they have been doing for more than 30 years. However, when I run into former students at alumni reunions these days, I am inevitably approached with one question. People want to know, are kids really that different today? And my response is always, no. I've been teaching well over 50 years, and I've seen many students come and go. But make no mistake, the 14-year-old boy or girl of today has the same ideals, the same nobility of purpose that students had 30, 40, or 50 years ago. The only thing that has changed is society. And what society denies young people these days, St. Ignatius College Prep is striving to provide. Personal experiences are stories that we enjoy sharing with friends. They are meaningful incidents and events that explain in some way how and why we enjoy the lives we are living. It is clear that your experiences as students at St. Ignatius are the reason you even bothered to come to this gathering today. And you can imagine that I have so many memories about the many experiences I've had and the students that I have come to know. I will never forget something that was written close to 30 years ago by Michael, one of my senior students at the time, as he was filling out a college application for Stanford University. Presently, he's a lawyer in the Chicago area. Michael expressed, "It is important to take time out to look at oneself, to be able to sit by a window and watch the wind gently blowing the leaves on the trees. Ignatius has helped me find a new path towards achieving personal fulfillment by slowing down and appreciating life, rather than racing to a finish and then realizing what I have passed up." End of quote. A similar message about personal growth and fulfillment, or cura personalis, care of the whole person, has been echoed in the sentiments of many current students, 27% of whom would not be attending St. Ignatius today without the school's tuition assistance program. To illustrate my point, let me share another personal experience. It was the last day of class before summer break a few years ago, and sophomore students were exiting at the end of the 5th period as the bell sounded. Kids were lined up at the door to say goodbye, saying the nice things that kids say at the end of the term. And I noticed one young girl, Annie, lagging behind the crowd so she could have a moment to talk with me. As she came to me, she offered her hand and said, "Thank you, Mr. Reispus, but I'm sorry I let you down." I looked at her and said, "Annie, what are you talking about? I'm quite sure your grade was an A, and you were one of the hardest working students in the class." She looked up at me with eyes watering and said, "But sir, I know I could have done better." This sort of situation proves that kids are trying desperately to do the right thing, trying to figure out who they are becoming. In the same way, we as adults certainly still reflect on who we are as we grow older. Do you have integrity? Are you really who you present yourself to be? Who would you like to be? Did St. Ignatius College Prep help you to discover those answers? On a regular basis, we receive letters from alumni who reflect on what their time at Ignatius meant to them. And the consistent message is that, though they often did not realize it at the time, they are now convinced that the education and life lessons learned at Ignatius are guiding them presently, not only in their professional lives, but more importantly, in their personal and spiritual lives. Students of yesterday and Ignatians today share exactly the same passion and appreciation for their school and the fine educational, moral, and spiritual formation it offers. The phrase, "traditions shaping tomorrow," reminds us that the nearly 140-year-old traditions of St. Ignatius College Prep's excellent education are shaping tomorrow's leaders. I hope that you, like myself, will continue to be filled with pride in the mission of St. Ignatius College Prep. Please know that you will always be a part of the St. Ignatius family, and we welcome you back whenever you are in Chicago. Ad maiorem Dei gloriam. All of this